Want to dominate the Grünfeld defense, no matter which side you're on? In this video, we reveal the deadliest traps for both white and black in one of the sharpest openings ever played. Whether you're attacking as white or countering as black, these tactical weapons will help you outwit your opponents early and win fast. Perfect for beginners, club players, and anyone who wants to gain a real edge in their opening repertoire. Stay with us, because some of these traps even catch advanced players by surprise. Trap 1. Rook lift and queen trap. Our first trap is a powerful and surprising tactic in the Grünfeld defense. Playing as white, we begin with the queen's pawn, and black replies with the knight to the king's side. We then push the bishop's pawn, and black prepares a fianchetto by advancing their king's pawn. We develop the knight to the queen's side, and black immediately challenges the center. We capture in the center, and black recaptures with the knight. Next, we push our central pawn, attacking the knight and gaining space. Black trades knights, and we recapture with the side pawn. Opening the semi-open file, black now develops their bishop to the long diagonal. We bring out our kingside knight, and black challenges our center with a pawn to the queen's side. Here comes the trap. We place our rook on the semi-open file. Black responds by bringing the queen out aggressively. We lift the rook forward, directly attacking the queen. Black grabs a central pawn with check, seemingly winning material. But we calmly develop our dark squared bishop, attacking the queen again and preparing coordination. Black retreats the queen to safety. We bring our queen to the center, preparing a discovered attack. If black carelessly captures in the center, it's checkmate in 1. Our queen leaps forward, ending the game instantly. And if black castles instead, we slide the rook back, once again attacking the queen. When the queen moves to its only safe square, we pin it with our light-squared bishop. The queen is trapped and will soon be lost. This is how clever rook lifts and precise piece coordination can rip apart the Grünfeld defense. Trap 2. Queen greed backfires. Next, let's dive into one of the sneakiest checkmate traps in the Grünfeld. White begins with the queen's pawn. We reply with the knight. Then comes a central pawn push from white. We prepare the bishop fianchetto with a pawn move. White develops the queenside knight. We challenge the center. Now comes the twist. White brings their queen out early, eyeing an undefended pawn. We accept the challenge and capture in the center. White recaptures with the queen, standing confidently. We develop our light-squared bishop with tempo, forcing the queen back. White checks with the queen, but we block calmly with our knight. Then, white gets greedy and captures the loose pawn on the edge. We strike the center with a knight, gaining control. If white develops the dark-squared bishop, we can fork and win the rook. And if they try to save the rook instead, we deliver a shocking checkmate right in the middle of the board, just 8 moves in. Trap 3. The knight trap. What if white senses danger and avoids the pawn capture? Let's go through the same opening again. Queen's pawn, knight, central push, and bishop fianchetto. White develops the knight and we challenge the center. Queen comes to the edge square. We capture. Queen recaptures. Then our bishop develops. Queen checks. We block. Now instead of greed, white brings out their kingside knight for defense. We jump our knight to the center. White pushes their pawn, attacking. But instead of defending the knight, we launch a counterattack on the queen with a pawn push. Capturing the loose pawn now is risky. White retreats the queen. And now the fireworks begin. We play a stunning knight move, creating a discovered attack on the queen. If white pushes the central pawn, we jump our knight to the side. After a check and a block, we fork again, this time grabbing the rook. Many opponents try to block with their knight. We capture it. They recapture. We strike with our queen, controlling the board. White grabs material, but it's a trap. We check first, then lift our rook. The queen is now cornered, trapped, and doomed. Trap 4. Here's another brutal trap in the Grunfeld that starts off quietly. White opens with the queen's pawn. We reply with our knight, then fianchetto our bishop. White brings out both knights. We challenge the center. White captures in the center, and we recapture with our knight. They gain more space with a central pawn push. We trade. They recapture with the side pawn. Now we challenge the structure with a pawn push. White develops their bishop. We slide our queen to the left, aiming directly at the knight with X-ray pressure on the king. White brings their queen over to connect the rooks. We develop our other knight. White places a rook on the semi-open file. We capture in the center with our pawn. They recapture, and we calmly castle. Now they get aggressive, pushing a pawn forward to attack. But that's the final mistake. We slide our bishop into the perfect square, pinning the queen to the king. There's no escape. White is about to lose their most valuable piece and the game. Trap 5, double knight hang. Now let's explore another sneaky idea. White starts with the queen's pawn. We respond with the knight and fianchetto the bishop. White brings out the other knight. We develop our bishop. Now White plays an aggressive line, pinning our knight with their bishop. We counter by jumping our knight into the center, attacking the bishop. If White tries to avoid losing the bishop by trading knights, we recapture with a central pawn and gain strong control. If White gets ambitious and captures our central pawn instead, we calmly take their bishop. White recaptures, but now comes the twist. We push our central pawn, attacking both knights at once. White is suddenly losing a full piece in just 7 moves. Trap 6, the bishop trap. And finally, a beautiful trap many opponents fall for. White begins with the queen's pawn. We reply with the knight, and both sides develop as expected. White brings out their dark-squared bishop early. We jump our knight forward to challenge it. White captures our knight, and we recapture toward the center. They prepare a fianchetto with a pawn push. We bring our bishop to the long diagonal. White defends the center with a pawn. Now we strike with a flank pawn. They develop their bishop, attacking our central pawn. But we surprise them with a queen check. White blocks with their queen. We trade queens. Then, after the king recaptures, we push a pawn to restrict their light-squared bishop. White moves the bishop to safety. And now, we push again. The bishop is trapped. We're about to win a full piece with a dominating position. Now you've seen how to turn the Grünfeld Defense into a trap-filled battlefield for both white and black. Let us know in the comments, which trap are you most excited to try? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more powerful openings, tactics, and master-level tricks. Want to go beyond the basics? Join our channel as a paid member to unlock exclusive content, deep dive trap breakdowns, and priority replies to your questions. And if you found this video helpful, consider sending a super thanks. It directly supports the channel and helps us create more content you love. Thanks for watching, and remember, in chess, knowledge is power, and traps are your secret weapon.